Here I'm here. In this video, we are going to learn about writing algorithms and flowchart. So, if you're looking your career to be built in as a programmer or developer or software engineer, knowledge of algorithm and flowchart is very required. Why? I'm sharing my experience when I started my programming. It was very hard to understand that how to write a code that so that my computer can understand. I know mathematics, I know physics, I know all the things, but there was no any shortcut formula that I should use that and my program should start to work. So the first thing I have to learn was algorithm, how to write algorithm step by step. Algorithm is like in day-to-day life, every day we solve problems in our life or we accomplish a task, right? Like you are making coffee at home, definitely there are some certain steps you have to follow and then coffee is prepared and you take a sip of coffee. So like every step is mandatory. You can't ignore one step and jump to another one and you will have some good coffee. No, you will have to follow the steps to make a good coffee. Programming is same thing. You have to follow certain steps and you should be very clear that these steps are very much clear and I am going to take one step after another, then another, and then finally my task is accomplished. So even we solve many problems in our daily life, day-to-day life, more complex than the programming. But we do not know how to uh, make our steps or write those steps so that computer can understand my programming language um, where I'm compiling the code can understand and give the desired output. So we'll have some understanding of algorithm and flowchart. So let us see in this video, we are going to learn step by step how to do programming using algorithms and flowcharts. And then there will be no any problem where you are learning programming or you have experience as a 1 year or 2 year experience as a programmer and you are struggling to do write codes, you will have no such problem. So let us see step by step. So in this video, we are going to cover what is problem solving, computer is a problem solving tool, algorithms, flowchart and array. So as I have mentioned, we have the basic intelligence. Everybody has some basic intelligence or advanced intelligence and they perform their day-to-day activity by using the basic intelligence, right? So problem solving is the same thing. What is problem solving? Solving, applying the basic intelligence to solve a problem and making strategies to handle different situations which keep arising in day-to-day life. For example, I'm watching a TV and I want to change a channel or I want to watch particular channel. Definitely, I have to not assume, I have to follow certain steps. What is the first step? I have to pick the remote and I have to press the required channel number and then I'll be able to watch the particular channel, right? So what is the step? I took the remote, press the channel and then I will be able to watch the particular channel to enjoy a movie or whatever you are looking to. So there is a certain steps you have to follow, right? These are the examples of day-to-day life. What we are problem solving and by following some certain steps. I have given another example like you as a classmates and were planning to have a picnic um, outside. Definitely you will decide your expenses and finalize that what are the things I'm going to enjoy, food or location or anything. I'll decide the what is the required amount needed for that picnic, and I look into first. I'll decide the budget. Thereafter, I look into budget for the people. Like I have 5 people, and what are the required? This is the amount required to be a successful picnic, right? So once that amount is finalized, what we'll do, we'll distribute all among students so that everybody some equal distribution of the expenses. So this is here we are also planning some step by step uh, strategy to have successful picnic, right? So doing this one first, then the next step, then finally the plan is successful. So these are the basic intelligence in day-to-day life we keep using every day. Whether we are going to market and we have purchased some vegetables or something else, definitely we have some steps. I have to take the bag, I have to take the money, then go to the market, look into the specific shop, and then ask for the price. Then, if that is meeting my requirement, I'll purchase that, I'll give the money and take back that item to my home. So I'm doing a step by step some activities to fulfill my requirement of having some items at my home. So these are some examples of basic intelligence we keep applying in a day-to-day life, right? Now, so what is problem solving? If you say I have given this uh, chart, and if you see the steps, it's clearly mentioning that there is a step. You see, this is the step. So problem solving is the process or act of finding a solution to a problem, right? It's a process or act. What process I'm following or what the action I'm taking to finding solution of a problem, right? Now, we talked about the basic intelligence of the human being to solving a problem, right? And we are taking some action or we are following some process to solve those problems, right? Now, how we day-to-day life we are solving, but how the same thing, step-by-step action can be taken while writing a program or writing a code so that desired outcome I can receive. So here, as we all know that computer cannot solve a problem on, we have to provide a step-by-step solution of problem to the computer, right? In computer, we give the step-by-step steps solution. So what are the basic steps we talk about that? One is understanding the problem. I have to solve a problem. First, I have to understand the problem. Then analyze the problem, right? Analyze what are the possibilities, what are the things required, right? Then developing the solution. Then creating a solution which will solve my problem. I look at all the available uh, solution, and among them I am developing a best suitable solution, and thereafter I will write code in our whatever the language I use, either it's Java, Python, or .NET, or PHP, whatever the language we are using. So we'll use those to code and implement, right? Now, so whenever we are writing code for a problem or programming I have to do, and I have to follow some steps. So here three things we taken care while we do this solution for a problem. The sequence of steps to be performed in order to solve a problem by the computer is known as algorithm. So basically, this is the algorithm we are going to talk about. What are the three important things while solving the problem? One is we should be determined to get a specific output. I'm going to solve a problem. It means I am looking for this output. We should be very clear about that. Thereafter, whatever the steps we are writing, there should be some definite steps. It should not go like indefinite. I am looking output and thereafter I'll perform some actions, some steps, and those steps should be definite steps. And third, I'll write the steps such a way that it will be not a duplicate, not ambiguous, so that how we can get the desired output. So these are the things we take care while we write the algorithms. So so while we go to write algorithm, we take follow some symbols like here addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and assignment operator. You see here assignment operator. Like example, I am here is I have one variable a. Variable means which is holding the value. So I am doing some calculation and assigning this to a. So we'll use this this arrow to assign a expression or value to another variable, right? So let us see one example of algorithm, like find the area of a circle. So what exactly I'm looking for? Find the area of a circle. So what is the input required? We know that area of circle we can find using if you have know the radius of the circle or diameter of the circle. What is the expected output? Area of the circle. So what are the steps I have to follow? First, read the input. First I have to take the input radius r of circle. Then I will do some calculation here using I'm doing pi, then multiplying r 2 times, and then whatever the result is coming, I am taking into the area and then printing, right? So this is the three steps I am following to get the area of the circle, right? Clear? So what are the steps? First, someone tell me I have to take the r radius. Then I will apply to a formula of a circle pi r square. Then what is the calculation is coming, I am taking into the area and then printing it, right? This is one example. Then there is another example. Write an algorithm to read two numbers and find their sum, right? So first will be like I'm take the two numbers, first number and second number, and what is my expected output? I am looking sum of those two numbers, right? So my first step will be I'm writing a start. So whenever we start going algorithm, we will always step one will be the start, right? Then I'll ask read or take the input of those two numbers, right? So first I'm taking one number, then another second number. Then I am doing sum, like assigning the sum of number 1 and number 2 to sum and printing the sum, right? So these are the steps I am following to get the sum of the two numbers. Hope this another example is helpful. I have another example like algorithm to find the largest value of three numbers, right? So what is the inputs? I'll have to take those three numbers and what is the expected outputs to find the which is the largest number. So step one, definitely I have to write the start, and thereafter in the step 2 I have written read, read or input the first number and second number and third number, right? I will have to take the input. Then how I will, what will be step 3? If number 1 is greater than number 2 and number 1 is greater than number 3, then what is the maximum number? Number 1. I am assigning number 1 to max. Second is, if number 2, when number 2 can be the largest. So if I am my number 2 is greater than number 1 and number 3, then definitely number 2 is the largest one. And third possibility will be number 3 will be greater than number 1 and number 3 will be greater than number 2, then definitely number 3 is the largest. So here in every steps we are taking some measure or doing comparison, and then whatever the max is coming, I am printing. So this is how we are getting the largest number among 3, and we are following certain steps, right? So whenever you are writing algorithms, definitely some of the tasks are repetitive. So for those repetition, and I have to do some repetition of the task, we'll use loops. So loop allows a statement or a sequence of a statement to be repeatedly executed based on some loop condition, because loop should be terminated at some particular condition. So let us see with some example. Definitely loop should be terminated at one particular condition, and that condition should be satisfied, either it will run indefinitely. So here see one example. Write an algorithm to calculate even numbers between 0 to 9, right? So first I'm writing a start, then I'm assigning 0 to one of the variable I, right? And I'm writing first time 0, right? Because I have to start from 0 to 99. Then what I'm doing, I am adding 2 to old I, this I. Now this I is, previous I is 0. Now 0 plus 2 is, new I is 2. Here I am comparing I with the last number, last even numbers. Last even number will be 98. I is less than equal to, if I is less than equal to 98, then go to line step 3. This is step 3. So my I is 2. So definitely I will go here and my new I will be 2 printed. Now it will increase by 2. Then compare, then it will go here and print 4. So it will go on, and when it will reach to 98, so it will go and print, and now it will be 100. Here I is 100 now, it is less than equal to 98, it's false. So it's terminated. So we have successfully printed the whatever the even numbers between 0 to 99. So these are the steps. So whenever you are writing your program in any language, these are the steps you have to take care. Here there is another example, and here a design algorithm which gets natural number n and as input and calculates the odd numbers equal to less than n, right? And then write them in a standard output. So here I have to write the odd numbers, then start, I have to read n, because I don't know what is the value of n. I have to take the input of n. Then I have assigned 1 to I. I have to take one variable where I'll use this one to keep increasing by 2 until my n number is not reached to n. So here I is assigned to 1, then I'm writing 1, then keep increasing I by 2, so that next odd number I can receive. Now comparing, this odd number 3 is less than equal to n, true. So I'll keep running, this will keep running until that is not crossed to n, and that's how you can, using the loop, you can print all odd numbers between 1 to n, whatever the n you supplied, right? This is another example of a series. So it's pretty much clear. It's a 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by n series. We have to get the sum of the series. So I'm reading n, because n here um is unknown. So I'll read n. I will assign. He see it's increasing the denominator by 2 every time, 2, 4, so on to n. So I am first I taken 2 and sum equal to 0. I don't know the sum of this series, so I have assigned sum equal to 0. Then I am using this formula. The formula is keep increasing this one, s plus 1 by I. So first time it's a 2, s is 0, 0 plus 1 by 2. Then I'll increase I by 2, then it will be 4. Compare with the n, it will come here step 4. I'm not writing here this one. I'm writing go to the step 4. It will end, right? Then its sum will be what will be 1 by 2 previously, then plus 1 by now new y is 4. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. Similarly, keep adding up, and keep checking the condition and until not I reach to the n and crossed. So that's how you can get the sum of this series, right? So I hope this is pretty much clear about how algorithms can be written and you can get the result. Sometimes we have to use the nested loops, like one action we are doing and looping is doing, and we have to do another one, right? So that is basically the nested loop. So now we are going to the flowcharts. So flowchart is another way of graphical presentation of how steps to be taken to accomplish a particular problem, or accomplish or complete or solve a particular problem, right? So it is used to it's a diagrammatical, or you can say visual presentation of algorithms, and here we use the symbols and connect them through them to indicate the flow of information and processing. So I have given a simple example here, like just here simple flowchart. Start. Are you happy? Yes. Good luck and you have a great day. Stop. Not happy? Oh, let's start all over again. Are you happy? Right? So want to be happy? No, it will get written here. Now someone is asking you, want to be happy? Yes. Now you achieved. Stop. So let us see the next example, and before that some symbols what we use in writing the flowcharts, like a start and a stop will be this symbol. You can see the round shape, rectangular. Question and decisions, this is a diamond shape. Input output, there is a rectangular. Flow lines, these are the flow lines. Connectors, and then process. Process is the complete rectangular. Let us see some example. Here example of flowcharts. First is I find the sum of two numbers. So how I will start? Start, read number 1 and number 2. Then after read, this is a, see here I am taking input. So that's why I am using the parallelogram type box. Here I am using processing. What I'm processing, I'm doing sum equal to number 1 plus number 2. I'm getting here, then printing in output symbol. So here input, processing, and then here the output. Then stop. So this is how we write the flowchart whenever we have to for the particular problem solved in a computer, right? So let us see another example of flowchart. Right, I have to check if I have supplied two numbers and I want to check that those two numbers are equal or not equal. Like then what I'll do is start, then I'll use this input symbol, read number 1, number 2. Now I'll making decision here, right? I'm making some decision here, that's why I use this symbol, diamond shape. If number 1 equal to number 2, no, print both numbers are not equal because I have to only check. So this is the output, right? And I'll stop. My flowchart will stop here. If number 1 and number 2 are equal, yes, then print both numbers are equal. So I'm making one no, then making decision, yes, then another output. So this is how you can compare two numbers, they are equal or not equal, right? Now, this is another example using loop. How loop can be used in while writing your algorithms. In a flowchart. Like what I have to do, find sum of numbers 1 to 10. I have to start. Then I am taking two variables. One is the counter I, which setting first value is I equal to 1, and set whatever the sum I am looking, because I have to store those values somewhere because I am looping. So now if you see, this is the processing, right? See here, set sum equal to sum plus I, right? So first I is 1 and I am keep increasing this I, and now making some decision that is my I less than equal to 10? Yes, then keep adding up that one I and keep increasing I. Then again I will check the I less than, keep doing the same thing until my I crossed 10. Now suppose that I is 11, then this will no more addition will be happen here. It will go no side and display the sum. So this is how loop can be used while writing flow chart, right? So now we have another, while writing algorithms, we are also understanding of array. What is array in to understand? So array is a type of linear data structure that is defined as a collection of elements with same or different data types. You see here we have rows. This is the row, this is the row, this is the row, and this is the columns, right? So in array, basically this is a combination of a row and column. I am just presenting one thing here. So what is the array concept? Like this is the storage of array items in the array. Like in array I have stored A, B, C, D, E. So you see, first item is always at the 0 index. This is another index. This is the array and these are the elements. So first index is 0, second is 1, 2, 3, 4. And combined length of the array is 5. First index is 0, last index is 4. Suppose I have to access C. How I can access? I'll write the name of the array and then what is the index 2. Array 2 means C. So this is how we should have an understanding of how elements are stored in array. So some example of array while writing some algorithm, like I'm traversing, I'm looking each element of that array, what are those, how you can use the algorithm. So I start and I'll suppose that I have already one array, initialize counter variable and set I equal to lower boundary. Lower boundary means I am applying this to 0, right? And repeat for I to L to UB. Apply process and I'm keep taking this I, right, and keep printing, and my loop is ended. So this is how you can iterate over arrays. So I hope this tutorial and this video is helpful to you if you are going to being a programmer or developer, and you should have first knowledge of the algorithms and flowchart. So thank you for watching this video, and if you like this, hit the like button, and yet not subscribed my channel, then subscribe. I'll come with the new and new videos and in the programming. See you soon.